Hi, Richard Lewald, and today we have a real wonderful guest, a good friend of mine. We've known each other for the last 12 years, Christina and here she is. So
thank you, Richard.
if we are programmed in the box, we have to go beyond the box. Okay, so we then have to look at expanding our mindset. Be open to at least look at that. Okay, because we all only know what we know based on where our knowledge has come from, where our programming has come from. But it's because of maybe fear, false evidence appearing real. This is so much of what programs so many people around us today, right? They're in the box, they are in fear. But we want to help you, set you free. And so in this episode, we're going to talk about one area that so many people need to improve. And that is your health. And your health is your wealth.
Exactly.
Good part of it. Mm-hmm. And we want you to know that. And we want to empower you so that you too may have this health in abundance. Okay, because it's there to be had. And we are getting some great helps, some great technologies. It's so easy, okay? And the expense, you know, yes, there is a price for everything, but let's face it, the cost that we would incur by not having quality of life or by being sick is a very high price to pay. So invest in yourself, and that takes a little bit of money, perhaps at you. So be aware, of course, as to how you can do. We live in a world where there's so much marketing taking place, and we got the latest and greatest in so many different areas and so many products. You couldn't consume all that. But today we're going to share a particular program, and because everything is energy, frequency, vibration, to have all the physical substances would possibly be impossible for you to possibly consume all that, buy them. You wouldn't be able to buy them all for it. But the great thing we have to share is this information that is going to come to us in an energy form without physical substances. That's going to come to us while we use our phone and the iCloud, where all this information comes from. So
mine is boosting.
She's boosting. She's getting an info boost. We're all getting info boost here. You're going to get an info boost from us as well.
Yes.
So we want to bring before you today something called Limbic arc. And you might already have heard this in our previous videos. If you haven't, please keep an open mind, okay? And this might be a little bit hard to kind of fathom, because of how we've been conditioned to think again. Science is basing everything on what we see, touch, and so on, smell. But when we get it in its pure essence, energy form, okay, and this comes directly to our body, it raises our vibration, as we talk about here. Our lives, our health can be transformed by raising our vibration. So, Limbic arc was introduced to me end of November last year. And I've been involved with this type of technology from computer platforms, and I've seen it work. I love it. It's a lot. But now we have a simple app that you can download on your phone, a Limbic Arc app. Okay, that's available through either Google or the Apple iStore, and download it on here, and now you can control 24/7. Okay, round the clock, rather than being connected to one of these other previous technologies through computers. And you might spend a couple $100 while you're hooked up. And then you go home, you've had a boost, it's done. But now we can have that boost 24/7, and it's easy to operate.
In our phones.
So,
yes.
I've been in relatively good health for many years, okay, and I'm thankful for it. And it's been my goal, it's been my passion to just simply bring good health and the possibilities of how you too may enjoy better quality of health, okay? Because that gives you quality of life. And again, we're born alive to live alive, so have it, and you can. So But when the app was shown to me, I thought, wow, this is amazing.
Yes.
Okay, this is probably for me, besides communicating, the greatest tool that I would like to use it for. Because, you know, I'll be soon 67, and I'm looking at, with the anti-aging application in here,
Yes.
hey, why not get a reversal? Because I promised myself this, when I turned 60, I said, 40, that's where I'm going to start with. And that's my attitude, which is great. So, anyways, I got going with Limbic Arc, and in the end of November, and my biggest thing was, because I'm kind of going and, you know, my type of personality, sleep sometimes is a bit of an issue. 3 days, my sleep pattern changed. Huge. Deep sleep, like I haven't slept for a long time. Energy went up. I can work physically, not get tired or sore. And just lately, what I've noticed, so it's been just over 3 months. And for 50 years since I've been driving, this is my position. And I do a lot of driving every day. I'm here, there, all over the place. I do millions of miles. But I always get a little bit of a tightness and a stiffness in the shoulder. You know what? I am super loose here right now, okay? And so I know how much it's done for me in these areas. Never mind about things I maybe haven't just found out yet. But Christina and I, we've known each other for probably about a dozen years. And we've had conversations about health and health products and stuff like that in the past. And then just recently, we got reconnected again on this subject. And she was having some issues. And I'm gonna let her expound on that,
Yes.
of what has been happening with your health. Give us a little bit of your background.
Absolutely, Richard. When I saw the demonstration at your office, I was amazed. 2 people were there, and they were talking of the help that they got in just a few days. I think they were on it, and then you did the test with the machine, with the gun.
Your wands,
Your wands.
my magic wands.
Your magic wands. You did the test, and I could see for myself how very low energy I had. I had pain. I had this shoulder pain. I broke my arms many years ago, fell down and broke it in 2 places. And then this, I think I was overcompensating on this one. They both started to hurt really bad a few months ago. Well, quite a bit. I think I was on vacation, and I couldn't even bear it. I'm getting used to putting these kinds of ointment, because every day, since I've been using this app, I didn't put any ointment on my arms, and I can lift them straight over my head. I used to have problem lifting it on the cupboard, taking anything down. My husband used to be pending and what I'm doing so he can help me. Now I don't need help. It's all flexible there. Like you said, there's probably other things I don't know, because I've been using it only
3 weeks. So?
little over 3 weeks. I'm almost going to be a month soon, and I'm feeling amazing. I didn't have problem with sleeping, but I did have problem with focusing, like memory and things like that. I feel I'm more focused. I'm doing things because I have other things that I'm doing right now too, purposeful. So this is helping me overcoming the time factor that I take to, recuperating, to go to the next thing that I'm going to be doing, making a video or talking to people. So I'm more engaging than before.
Right.
So I can concentrate on what I have to do. The visible change that I see is the pain. And pain is something that
Nobody likes pain.
Nobody likes pain, yeah. So,
Because I remember when you were telling me you had even problems getting yourself dressed.
Yes, my pulling up my clothes and putting it right. It was I couldn't put it behind my back, like to pull up my my bra or whatever, you know, I could not doing it right.
So it's kind of getting
more
that,
flexible.
flexibility back in the body is a real blessing, eh?
Yes,
because otherwise you say, oh my goodness, I'm getting older and maybe crippled or whatever.
This has been a great blessing running into you again. Well, I was referred to you by Pat, Pat Pellegrino. And he said, Richard, have something, Christina, you have to come and see it. Well, I know you were always in the health and wellness, and I'm traveling all over. I had just came back from a trip, and I said, yeah, well, I have to come and see you. But when Pat told me about this app, to come and see something that Richard have, I went at the first opportunity. And it didn't take me long. Also, actually, Pat referred me to you because he's concerned about my son who live in South America. And he have, they put a label to it. He can't breathe properly, he can't walk properly.
Then they call it COPD?
COPD, yes. And he was in pain and always breathing short of breath. So Pat had him in mind. When he called me to take a look at it. That was really, he didn't know I was suffering from pain. So it happened that I got in first, and because, you know, I said, yeah, I want in right away. And then he's been doing it now for 1 week, and he's seeing amazing results. He's logging in, you know, taking notes every day of how he's feeling, evening and night. He changes it nighttime to sleeping and calm, and then in the morning he puts it in boosts it in inflammation, pain, and not pain, strength, and
energy.
Energy, yeah,
right.
Energy and inflammation and something else. Anyway, he have 3 things going in at a time, and that is helping. He switched between one and the other, so he's getting to be a pro now after a week.
Well, it doesn't miss the beauty too. It's high tech, but it's low touch.
Yes,
right? I mean, like literally, you just go in, select the program you want to run, and you can change it anytime.
Yeah, when I saw it,
and anybody can take control of this, right?
Yeah.
So managing your life, your health with an app. Is going to, it's so revolutionary, it's so out of the box.
This is revolutionary.
Right? And it's not just an idea, but it works.
It's happening.
You know, it's happening. And, you know, I remember from talking to him.
It's happening here.
Yeah, it's happening.
I'm so happy. I'm so happy with just that.
Well, you know what? I'm happy for you. I'm happy to see that with Robert, your son there, right? Because I was talking to him on the phone, and he would say, you know, I have to stop 4 times when I walk a block.
Yes, you spoke to him, right?
Yeah. And then to all of a sudden now hear that it's making a difference. And he's actually back doing a little bit of work now, which he hasn't been able to do for the longest time.
Yeah, he's this morning he was ready to go. When I was there, I was walking in front of him. I could walk and go and come back 2 or 3 times and catch up with him.
Yeah, he's 55 and you're 70-something.
73.
You're his mother, and
I could walk,
you can outrun him, eh?
Yeah, I could outrun him now. Let's see how, you know, I can see improvements in him.
Yeah. No, the other thing is, you see, that because it's a shift in people's belief. How can an app on a phone help me?
Yeah.
My doctors are the ones that are going to help me.
Yeah.
And like he mentioned something to the effect that, I don't know, they're talking maybe lung transplant or some possibilities.
Yes, lung transplant.
Right?
They were talking the possibilities of that.
And
I never want that because I know you can have a lung transplant. I've researched it. But you can get a lung, you wait a year, 2 years, get a lung. But when you put that lung on, it says the backlash it could be. The
Rejection.
The lung cannot be healthy.
Exactly.
And you don't know what you're getting really. And that could be another big problem. And it costs a lot of time, a lot of hope and that and money. And it's all go wasted. It's better to have it if you can do it without the lung transplant. I believe that.
But he was sort of really into that sphere of thinking of the doctors are going to do it.
Yes.
They need to do this for me.
Yeah,
because
he's into the doctor.
Of course, they're the doctors. They're the authority. But we do know one thing, right?
Yeah.
Is that we are self-healing mechanisms.
Exactly.
And you cut your hair, you cut your nail, you cut your skin. your hair grows back, your nail grows, your skin heals. So if it's doing for those obvious things, and everybody knows that, right? Then why not any other cell in your body? And we just need to give our bodies the things that it needs. So number one is always having a healthy, open attitude.
Yes.
You know, maybe even if the belief system, because of how we've been programmed. No, it's obvious, the doctors, not this app, the doctors. And you know, some of them do great jobs, okay? But because this is so much of a shift and it works in a different way, you know, if we can, because the way I see how this energy works, it starts to re-harmonize our body cells. Over time, our bodies just get kind of out of tune and out of touch, and we can see it even physically, what's going on, and the energy that people have, it goes down. We start raising the energy back up and put the body more in tune. Again, we're self-healing mechanisms.
Right.
And so whether it's a hair skin, nail skin, or, you know, it's meant to heal, repair, rejuvenate. And so I trust that we're going to see much more recovery for him. And he's not the only one. And I just knew that if we were able to get him on board, even though he wasn't even a believer in this.
He wasn't.
But you as mom were able to convince him, look, just try this for 30 days.
That's what I told him, yes.
My appeal to anyone else is that I know there's many disbelievers, unbelievers, however we want to quantify them or label these people, you know, because of, I know the conditioning that people have received. This is so hard.
They go to the doctor or get a pill.
This is a quantum shift. We're talking about quantum science, quantum physics.
Quantum energy.
And there's a whole different dynamic by which things actually operates. So much of what we've been taught was on a completely different platform. It's an incomplete platform. It's incomplete science. And now we're being opened up. And it's just like we only know what we know. And I just tell people, you know, fear, do not be brought into fear, okay? And if you open up your mind, just like we were showing, okay, if this is where you're at, expand the mindset, allow yourself to see more.
What is deeper, what is on the other side.
Exactly. So it's even like, I read a report just recently, and they said that when they've looked into space now, they have found, I guess maybe a Hubble telescope or something like that, 300,000 new galaxies, all right? With our visual eyes, we have not been able to see that far, right? But now we're getting out there and we're seeing more. And, you know, if you can accept that, the universe is big. And we certainly don't know it all. And I tell people like this, when I get concepts put to me, I says, you know, I know what I know. But I maybe don't know what you know about that. I keep an open mind for me to look in. And when things resonate, because everything is energy, and you got this sense of knowingness, and you develop more intuition, right?
Right.
Then that can be very much a guide. You have a certain sense of knowingness. So all I can just simply say to those who are going to watch this, and I recommend it, watch it, share it, even put some comments on, okay, when you watch this on our Facebook, whatever, right? But yeah, share it with people, right? And sometimes maybe people feel a little bit challenged by it, but that's okay. We need to be challenged, right? And then we need to break through our shell, and then who knows who you might be able to help with this information. So this is for real, okay? And anyway, so I know we're going to share a whole lot more of things down the line, and we're on a great journey of health and wellness and abundance, and it's going to happen, okay? Because we got a long ways to live yet. We're not ready to die.
If you just open your mind a little bit.
Yes.
See, I was already always into self-healing, you know that. I'm always, I got the Kangen water, remember?
Right.
That was something that A lot of people look at it and say, well, it's too much money, but I did, and it helped me a lot, I know, and my family member. I'm always looking into alternative healing, health. I took many courses for the last 6 years, I must say. I took a course in quantum healing, quantum touch healing. And the person I took the course from, and after about 2 years, he said, you don't even have to, person have to be there. You can pick up the energy, get your energy all together, and just think of that person where he is or she is,
right,
and send the energy to him. So now we have an app to boost that. It's
so
like, how can it come better
you already
than that?
being a practitioner
Yes.
of this, and that's the truth, because other people
Yes.
have been doing this as well.
Yeah.
So if you have a person with intention in mind of helping, and it could be long distance, in
Yes,
this case,
yes.
your son is in South America,
Yes.
and you and another person, Amor, as a matter of fact,
Yeah.
you know, at that point in time,
Get him on starting to work with his ID, his name, and the computer and everything. By the time I finished signing it up for the app, he's starting to feel better already.
Yeah.
So this was we are using it. Amor was using it, and I was using it.
Yeah, just channeling the energy and putting it out.
We didn't realize that until the next day we spoke about it. 2 days later,
Right.
when Amor came to my house and we talked about it. Oh, he said he helped to heal his cousin long distance just by his app. And then, so I realized, hey, I put it together. That's what my son was picking up, my energy in the app with Amor helping him. And we got him to start to feel less panicky that night. But the previous night, he didn't sleep all night practically. I was up with him all night, giving him energy from my breath to his.
Yeah.
That's how bad he was.
There you are.
I said on a scale from 1 to 10, he was 9.
Yeah, yeah.
He said he thought he's going to see my face for the last time.
Wow.
And this is 8 days later, and he's feeling better.
Yes, yes.
He hasn't told me that he had a crisis since then.
Huh.
So I think this is amazing. For me, it is.
So here you are, living in the Vancouver area. Here he is in South
all
America.
The way across the globe, all the way.
But again, that whole concept, because we're taught about space and time, right?
Yeah.
But in the quantum concept, everything is connected. Everything is now, right? So when we concentrate on someone and we come with the right intentions, right? We can have a master effect. So this is what we can just do in one area, but we can do this in so many different ways. And what I love here is that essentially, you know, we are powerful. We have the power. We own the power. We are the power.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
But we've given our powers away
to other people.
To other people.
Yes.
But through the use, through technology now like this can help and bring this whole awareness, okay, in the sense of knowing who we are, with the now, and when we come alive with intention and purpose and so on, we will transform, and then we can help others to transform. And you know, there can be so many blessings for so many people out there.
Yes.
And we know this, that the world is transforming, it's going through many changes, and let's be, each one of us, let's be the change that we want it to be.
To see, yes.
And then we will see the change that's going to happen. Well, this was a pleasure that we were able to get together here today, share this information, and hopefully our audience is going to love it. Check it out, go to our links, okay? And then share it, comment, questions. We welcome all this stuff. So, Richard Lewald, bioenergywellnesscare.com. Love you, and see you on our next video.
Thank you.
As I move backwards, they stay pointing to her, but we reach a point where these are going to start opening up. But this is her cumulative field right this moment. See these open up? So her field is probably, I would say about 18 feet